here is an engineer team. We have the chick with the 2 guns, dual wielding service pistols, and the dude with the suit looking all snazzy with his gun. So 2 engineers. Here I have Gibson, Cromwell, Tyson. Gibson has a military rifle, Cromwell with his shotgun, Tyson with his service pistol, Parsons with a hunting rifle. We have Aurora with her hunting rifle and service pistol, and Grick with his shotgun, my little alien dude. All right, and my teams are, they're all arranged in combat teams, okay? And I can split my guys at any time if they want to do separate actions. That's okay. So I'm going to experiment with the combat team rules this minute. And so the leader of each team, what I'm going to be using as the reaction will be Aurora and Gibson in this case, and this chick here in this case. So all right, so that's it. Let's start turn 1, quick phase. Okay, so let's do this combat. Alien phase, and the bug moves into a brawl with Gibson. All right, so black dice is going to be the bug, and the blue dice is Gibson. Gibson has combat skill 1. The swarm bug has combat skill 2. 6 and 3. Gibson loses the fight. Gibson is down, and damage rating 2 for the bug, for the swarmer bug. Yikes. Gibson is out. First figure. Go figure. Okay, welcome to another bug hunt game, and this is my second time playing today. I played another game earlier just as practice, so I can make, you know, mistakes and things like that. Doesn't mean I won't make mistakes now. This is only my 3rd game, but it certainly helps out a lot. Now, in the last game, only 2 crew members survived. Everybody else got taken out. So this is pretty brutal. All right, so this is the board I'm playing on. It is a desert outpost. That is the setting. Okay, and I have here a large computer console that has the beacon, and the beacon is a vital objective, and it's that trophy looking thing there. That is the vital objective marker. This dice just represents the die roll that I got to identify that objective. There is a contact marker right next to it. As with the contact rules, you put a contact marker by every objective. I have 2 objectives in this game. This is the 2nd objective. Now, very important, this is a scout objective. That's the type. I have to scout it in order to activate it. In order to get the vital objective over there, I have to grab this one first. I cannot activate the beacon without this objective. So this one has to come first. And there is a contact marker. However, because I am playing, hey, not too difficult setting, or not too crazy, actually. Because I'm playing that setting, I get to remove 1 contact marker, and I'm just going to remove this one now. Okay, so I'm playing the, hey, not too crazy difficulty setting for the game. So I got to remove 1 contact marker. There's an alien bug over here, and all the alien bugs identified right now on the table are part of the swarm. These are all swarmers, okay? And then I have a bunch of other bugs here that will satisfy the conditions of a table that I made up. And there's the table with all my encounters. Okay, now contact markers. Here are the yellow contact markers. There's a blip there, there's a blip there, and there's a blip there. There can't be any less than 3 contact markers on the board. So presently there are 4. Okay, So if by any chance I get reduced to 2 markers, I have to put one down and it comes out of a random table edge, okay? Bugs, always, always, they're all around, okay? Now, these are tactical markers and tactical situations, tactical conditions, and tactical locations. Okay. And these are tactical location markers, won by this robotic weapon here. If I get the neutralized result on the tactical location table, this gun theoretically fires and I can remove one contact marker away from the table. So that's how I'm dealing with that. And then there's a tactical location here and a tactical location right there. So whenever I come base to base contact with those locations, I roll randomly and see what happens. Okay, the crew. I have arranged them into 2 combat teams. Now, they are teams. So, this is the team leader, Gibson, for this one. I get 1 reaction dice for each of the teams. And I go by the team leader reactions. Okay, so teams are going to move as if they were one figure until I decide to separate them. If I decide to separate them, I can any point in the turn, and then they become individuals. Okay, so here's Gibson, Cromwell, Tyson. Those are my usual crew members. And then I have a support piece, which is this woman here with the dual pistols, and she is an engineer. Okay, she has Tech 2. That is a new stat in this game, the Tech stat. So she has Tech 2 and Combat Skill 0 and 2 pistols. Here is Parsons with his hunting rifle, Aurora with her hunting rifle, Grick with his shotgun, and we have the other engineer who is wearing a suit. Quite snazzy. He's wearing a suit, so the suit with the gun is the other engineer, and there are 1 for each of my combat teams. And I am playing priority 2 for the mission, so whenever I roll to identify contact markers, priority 2 gives me 2 dice. All right, let's play this game. Turn 1. Let's do it. Turn summaries, okay? I'm going to do turn summaries to speed the game up. And in the quick phase of turn 1, both combat teams got to react in the quick phase. So Gibson made a dash here. His team followed. Aurora made a dash here. She's going for that second objective. The team followed. Very important is that when I do activate that beacon, the ship will arrive at the end of the turn. So I still have to play the turn once I grab that objective in order that the Sparrowhawk, which is parked right there, comes over and rescues us. All right, so okay, so that was the quick phase. We now move to the alien phase. Okay, end of turn 1, and the alien phase, well, not end of turn 1, I still have a slow phase, but there is nobody moving in the slow phase, so we're going to move on to turn 2. But the alien phase includes moving the markers. So first things first, alien, a swarmer jumped from up here down here. Swarmer bugs, well, basically any bug can drop from a height of 8 inches and have no damage. This is only 5 inches. Those 2 bugs, those swarmers, they drop down. And this contact marker moved here. They moved with the path of least resistance towards the closest team members. This marker was first. It moved there, okay, from up there. And we still have 1 marker to move, so I'm just going to roll it. Dark dice is aggression. White dice is chance. And it moves by chance. It is the first time that I get a chance result. All the other markers moved on aggression. That was their AI. All right, so 1 that way. Okay. And actually, I don't take into consideration the 1. I'm only doing the direction. So it's going to move a full move away. Okay, in the approximate direction of the dice. So it's going to move by the truck. We'll just put it right there. There you go. So it's hiding by the truck. That is the last contact marker, and this ends turn 1 as our scanners begin to beep crazily. Okay, and this is the quick phase of turn 2. And Gibson's team got the reaction. Aurora will be moving in the slow phase. Gibson fires a shot with his military rifle. It is a heavy weapon, so he fired before moving. Got the bug down. He rolled a 5. After the bug was hit, he rolled a 5. That's over its toughness, so the bug is down. And I just kept it there so I remember. And now he's out of the board. Then Gibson moved here, and the rest of his teammates have followed him. And look how badass she looks with those guns. All right. So, moving towards the objective steadily, hopefully. And now we go to the alien phase. Oh, this is where it hurts. The aliens begin to close in. Okay, and the alien phase here in turn 2. This bug moved here, revealed itself. All right, so now Aurora has a target. This blip, this contact marker, moved right over the tactical location. We have the one blip stops right at the table edge there. Blips never go out of the table edge, so it's going to roll again next turn, but I don't know what that bug is doing. Then we have a bug, one of the blips, move under the building. There he is. And it is open down there, so he will be able to move next turn. Who knows? Maybe he pops out from under the building. Cool. All right, and then these two bugs move forward. They're moving towards my team. And a contact marker dropped down from there to there. It rolled an aggressive response, so it's going to move. It leaped off the platform and is now moving towards my team. It is not identified yet until it moves within 6 inches away from my guys, and then I can roll on the table for identification. Okay, and in the slow phase, Aurora, with her hunting rifle before moving, she shot, destroyed that bug. She rolled a 5 for the toughness. These bugs don't have saving throws, so good deal, Aurora. And then Parsons moves next to her, and this guy's covering the rear, and Grick moved behind Aurora. So that was the slow phase. This ends turn 2, folks. Moving on to turn 3, I'm only playing a max of 6 turns, but it could be done much sooner. Okay, and here at turn 3, the quick phase, Gibson's team has quick action. This team is moving in the slow phase, unfortunately, but Gibson fires his hunting rifle, takes down one of the bugs. He rolled a 6 for the toughness roll and took it right down, so now he just moves 4 inches. And that's it. The rest of his team, Cromwell is probably going to take a shot now. Okay, I need to summarize this. Gibson, before moving, took down one of the bugs. He rolled a 6 during his toughness check. When he fired at the bug and took it down with the 6. So that's great. They're only toughness 4. Then Gibson moved with his second action. And then here Tyson moved in behind him. Cromwell took a shot at this bug here with his shotgun and took that one out. Also rolling a 5. That bug is toughness 4. So took him out and then moved next to Gibson. And now the engineer has moved, and that puts her within 6 inches of that marker. Okay? So that means that being that she moved, we have to check, and the marker is 6 inches away from her. We have to roll 2 dice because of my priority, the priority that I chose for the game. And that gives me 2 dice. So I roll, and I got a 5, So I just take the highest number, and let's see what happened. And 5, a 3 to 6 is contact. So the marker is replaced with alien figures. Let's see what aliens come out. So the marker is replaced by strangle worms. And there is the 3 strangle worms. I rolled that result. So I got 3 strangle worms identified. Now, she gets a shot, but unfortunately, yeah, she can take a shot there. There's the strangle worm, but there is cover, so it's going to be a 5 if she decides to shoot. So I'm going to take the shot anyway, but it's under cover because the building structure. So a 5, she rolls a 1. So no cigar, and that ends this phase of turn 3, the quick phase. Okay, alien phase. There are no alien bugs. There were no alien bugs on the board. So, contact marker that was here, that revealed those worms, moved this way. It moved by chance. This contact marker also moved by chance, but lo and behold, the dice pointed this way. So I moved closer to my guys and revealed a tentacled creeper. Okay, so that's that. This marker also rolled by chance, but lo and behold, the dice pointed this way. So move the marker here, and then I rolled on the contact table, and it identified a bug, which turned out to be another swarm bug. Now we have 1 contact marker at the end of the table there. So let's roll for that one, just so you guys can see. So black dice is aggression, white dice is chance. Whoever rolls higher, chance rolls higher. So I need to get a 10-sided dice and just see where that point is. And it's going down. So it's going to move 6 inches towards here. So I'm just going to measure that, and it'll probably end up here somewhere. Okay, so a good turn, a good move here. First of all, we had 1 bug which had revealed itself. Aurora shot at that bug. She missed. Then she moved, which triggered a detection for another bug. Another swarm bug ended being identified by the blip. Parsons fired and killed the first bug instantly. He rolled like a 6 on the toughness roll. So that was really good. So that bug was out. And then the engineer fired on this bug that had appeared second. He totally missed. And then Grick moved in, fired with the shotgun, and that was the toughness roll. So he hit on both rolls, on both dice with the shotgun, and then penetrated the armor with both dice as well. So both bugs were wiped out. And now we're very close to the objective. So a very good Aurora is doing very good, her and her team. Okay. And that was the slow phase, and that ends turn 3. Moving on to turn 4. Okay, before I go any further, it is now turn 4. This is past the reaction phase. Gibson's team reacts in the quick phase. Aurora's team will act in the slow phase. All right, so basically, Gibson fired his hunting rifle, hits but fails to wound the tentacle creeper, and then Cromwell fires his shotgun, hits with both shots, and he rolls a 5 for the toughness. So now the creature gets a saving throw, unfortunately. 5 or over. And he rolls a 6, and the creature is okay. Damn it. So now we have the engineer is going to fire on the little worm thingies that are coming out of under the building. So she has a pistol. And she rolls a 2. No, doesn't make it. All right, let's see what Tyson can do. He's going to fire on the tentacled creeper. He rolls a 1, and that ends the quick phase. Not bad. Okay, and Cromwell won the fight and managed to also penetrate also win the toughness roll against the tentacle creeper, right, with a 4, but the tentacle creeper rolled a 6 for its saving throw, so it is fine. Cromwell was not able to puncture the armor of the tentacled creeper, and that really stinks. Okay, alien phase, not good for me. The strangleworms moved from under the building. They popped out and attacked the closest person, which was the engineer. Took out my engineer. They won the fight and took out my engineer. Then the contact markers, I swear they have a mind of their own. This one rolled chance. The dice pointed in this direction, so the contact marker moved there. This contact marker generated a second one. When you roll even number, it generates a second one. So there's a second blip there. That's not good. And, all right, so the fight between these two, Cromwell and that tentacle creeper, is still going on. This marker generated another swarmer, and it did not move. It stayed in place. And then that marker moves right there. Okay, so in the slow phase, Parson fired on that critter, totally missed, so he's still there. Grick fired his shotgun, destroyed the bug. That's why the bug is like that. And then he moved a little bit this way. There is still a blip marker there, so things can still pop up. And then the engineer moved there. And Aurora has secured the first objective. At the end of the turn, if she's touching base with it, you secure it. So I can take this, and now I'm ready to take the primary objective. If my guys can make it, they're in a bad situation here. Okay, let me document this combat here in turn 5, and the game is about to end, so I don't know if I'm really going to make it to that objective. But here, Cromwell was taken out by the tentacled creeper. He lost the fight to it, and the creeper just took him out. So Cromwell's out of the game. Tyson then charged in. We do have priority here in the quick phase. So Tyson charged in with his brawling weapon, and he actually, both models rolled even, so they both hit each other. But Tyson rolled a 6, and the creeper only a 2, giving it a 3, maximum of 3, and Tyson giving a maximum of 7. So the bug is destroyed by Tyson, and Cromwell is also out, and we still have these strangleworms. All right, so Gibson's going to have to do something about that. Okay, so Gibson moves in. He charges in to these worms, and you can see they're flipped over. And he wins the brawl and also scores a 6 for the toughness roll. So the strangleworms are out. And Tyson used the second action to move here, close to that tactical marker, tactical location, but he hasn't quite reached it. And now, let's see. These guys are, yeah, still within 2 inches. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, these guys are separated, so they're no longer a combat team. So in the last turn, I have to give them separate reaction dice. And there's still 2 blips on the board. So, all right, alien phase. Let's see. No aliens on the board, so we're going straight to the contact markers. First things first, let us roll to see what happens with these. Okay, and so the blips have revealed themselves because they're so close to characters. So I rolled that first. I had a slithering horror, which is right there. Okay, and I'm just going to turn it so you can see it. There's a slithering horror. And then the other one revealed a swarm bug. Now, I am moving the contact markers if I roll an aggression result, the contact marker stays right there because obviously it's not going to move any closer. It's right there by the character. So I just, that's the way I'm handling that. But the other one rolled a chance, and so it moved over here. So that could potentially spawn bugs here. Not very good for Gibson and his crew. His crew is nearly wiped out. So not very good. And Tyson got a free shot at this bug. He totally missed. Gibson got a shot at that bug as soon as it popped out. However, he also missed. And it just not a good day for Gibson. Okay, and well, alien phase continues with the contact markers. The contact marker that was over here rolled an aggression result, so it popped up here, which immediately revealed it. Now Gibson has a free shot at it, and it is a berserker robot in the shape of a bug. Go figure. All right, so my guys there are not looking good. It doesn't look like I will get this objective, and I'm probably going to end it soon. The strangleworms popped out here. This marker rolled an aggression result, so it's staying in place. And then the marker, this one rolled aggression, so it comes over here and then revealed a vent crawler. And the vent crawler pops out right there, right in front of the tactical location, blocking the way. So now the aliens are starting to really overwhelm the board. So, Okay, and this is quick phase of turn 6. And I think I'm going to end it here. I've played 2 games today. So, Gibson charged into the slithering horror. He failed at combat miserably, and the slithering horror took him out, so he's out of the picture. On this side, it's only Tyson with his brawling weapon and 3 pretty powerful enemies, so he's not going to do very well, I don't think. And then we have this combat team here, who Aurora did pretty good, but now we have a couple of bugs and stuff. They're going to keep generating bugs. There's a blip right there. There's another blip right there. And so things might be bleak for Aurora. But we are going to say that the Sparrowhawk comes down with its autocannon, saves the day, and then rescues the survivors. I would have to roll on the injuries table to see what happened with these guys. In the first game, it was really bad. I mean, I had like 2 guys survive, but I did get the main objective in the first game. In this game, I have these 3 characters out, and probably going to see the end of Tyson as well. So I would only have 4 characters on the board, and these aliens are going to start swarming. So there it is, folks. I'm ending it now. I'm going to do a little post-game thing, and then this game has ended. And I will show some vids on the first game. Okay, so that was 2 games today. I rarely do that, 2 games in one day, but I'm really digging Bug Hunt, and I want to learn the rules. So the first game, there were a lot of mistakes, and this is my 3rd time playing Bug Hunt now. So the first game earlier today, you saw a couple of clips of that game. My team did a little better in that they had both objectives. Now, Aurora's team got hit pretty bad in the second time, and then Gibson's team got hit pretty bad, but I had separated the figures that I had into 3 combat teams. I really wanted to learn the combat team rules. I wanted to try it out. Now, rarely would I say split your people up, but because we have the combat team rules, and there's actually some fire team rules that I got from the from being a patron of Nordic Weasel Games, and so he has a lot of extra perks in his Patreon. And I haven't looked at the fire team rules yet, but I did the combat team ones in Bug Hunt. So the first game had 3 combat teams. Interestingly enough, despite the fact that they were separated like that, while Gibson's team was bogged down, and so was Aurora's, Aurora managed to get the scouting objective first. And then while Gibson's team was bogged down, holding off the bugs, the third team, which were the engineers, actually made it through and got up. One person survived because in that game, one of the engineers was knocked out. But then the one that was left managed to get up the ladder and capture the primary objective. So by all is said after all was said and done in the first game, I got both objectives and only like 2 or 3 people on the board. I mean, it was pretty bad. They all got, clobbered. So, I mean, that's Bug Hunt for you. It's very, very intense. And then in the second game, I did a lot better with the rules. But something very important is that in Bug Hunt, every time you do a toughness roll, something always happens. So when you hit something, be it alien or when the alien hits you, you do your toughness roll after hitting to see if you actually wound. If you roll over the toughness, the character is done with, as in the normal rules. But if you roll under the toughness, the alien or the character are stunned. They're pushed an inch back and then stunned. And if by chance both alien and character roll even numbers, then the character is wounded if it's the one being attacked, right? So that's interesting. And something that I have to keep in mind. But for the most part, in the second game, I rolled high rolls during those toughness checks. So basically, a lot of things were just coming out. There was only maybe 1 or 2 instances where I should have had a wounded or a stunned result, right? So things to keep in mind for future games. Both games were a lot of fun. In the second game, I only got 1 objective. And as you saw, it just was not looking good. So next time I'm going to include the evac rule, which is basically your guys yell evac, evac right away, and then you have to play that turn, and if you survive, the ship comes down automatically and you get evacuated. It's a way of kind of leaving with your skin intact. So there you go, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and I had a ton of fun. I used most of the day for these 2 games, but hey, at least we got it filmed and everything else. Stay tuned, because I think the next game this week is going to be, we're going to play a game of Rain in Hell, but we're also going to play a game of Horizon Wars, I think, Julie and I. So talk to you very soon, and we'll see you in the next video.